Oh, ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody. Oh, man, this is going to be a good one. We're going to come in, we're going to chat. It's good to connect with you all. I'm your host, Biz. We are episode 2 in the Boomer and DGen live stream. So, this excited to get into it. It is a weird one out there. I didn't get to trade too much yesterday, actually at all, aside from looking at the charts. But it's been a busy one yesterday with the family. So I hope you guys are enjoying your time out there with your loved ones. And yeah, well, without further ado, Andy, it's good to see you here, and let's
Yeah.
take a look at the market health.
Yeah, well, likewise, first of all, Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you're having a good time. I personally haven't traded today. Where I am, they don't celebrate Christmas. It's not in their culture. But I just thought, yeah, do you know what? I won't trade today either. But I have been working, developing stuff, so that's really cool. So let's do the
Ooh,
market health. And this is going to be a shorter stream. It's Christmas Day. Everybody should chill out.
yo, good
So
news,
the
Andy.
market.
My
So
camera's
that
working.
again. Your camera, yeah, your camera's on. Yeah, that's good. We will get this sorted after the Christmas holidays, as they call it, right?
Yes.
So market health, it's hum hum, down a bit, up a bit, down a bit, and there's a reason for that. Well, I'll show you that in a minute. Where are they? Where there they are. Short-term trend went positive, and that we'll show you why that happened. Not long after the stream last night, I think. And then the long-term trend has gone from red to red amber, like the traffic lights are getting ready to go, right? So we're kind of moving in the right direction. And if we go to Bitcoin, last night we were looking at the fact that I changed this to from likely to looking very likely. But as you can see, we had a candle here pop up, and this, if I go to the smaller time frame, we had this move here. Actually, during the stream, it started, but we weren't looking at it. But by the time the stream was over, it really kind of pumped up a bit. But then back today, like it was doing yesterday, bish bash, bish bash, bish bash, bish bash, and now today, diddler, 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 between 2 points of control, and but it's Christmas, right? The volume's going up a little bit, so you know none of the big boys are trading today, so it's simply retail that are on. But maybe they can get some gains, maybe they can tank it down. I don't know. So that's that. If we go to our little friend here, it has stayed on 49 today, so we're still not in alt season. And in fact, if I go back here and go to others, you can see that others are down today. Now, this is, for those that have not watched before, others are all the alts minus the top 10. Total 3 is the all the alts minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. So there's more. The others have suffered a little bit more than that, than the total 3. USD dominance has gone up a bit. Bitcoin dominance has gone up a bit, as you can see on the right hand side here in my watch list. So are we? How did I get down to there? Where have I gone? Where have I gone? Where have I gone? Sorry, I'm all others. What am I doing? Um, so, uh, yes, what will happen here? Who knows? I think it's just a case of sit back and watch. It's Christmas, it's uncertain, and that's the end of that, really. So, moving on, a little bit of news. And I only sharing this, it came into our server today. I'm only sharing this because it's something of interest to Biz. And excuse the colours. Once again, these websites seem to like really white websites, and it's nighttime here. So I've gone in and bodged their CSS and recolored everything. Just so it's not bad on my eyes. Ripple stablecoin hits new peak as RLUSD gains traction. Now, you have your theories about all of this, Biz, do you not?
Yeah, well, what they're doing right now is just laying the brickwork, so to speak, for setting up for next year. I believe if they are to adhere to that November 25 timeline, But I think very quickly in 2025 we're going to see an acceleration with integration for the Ripple ecosystem and world finance.
Yeah. Well, one of the things it mentions here is Ripple USD still lacks listings on major exchanges such as Binance, Bybit, and even Coinbase, right? But as you say, I think this is going to come. The other thing they say is that it's nowhere near caught up to USDC or USDT, but already close to LUSDT from liquidity, and in the top 20 stable coins in the crypto market already.
Well, where's the
So,
liquidity coming from?
no idea. This is, I shared it because you're the one that's keeping up with
Yeah.
this stuff, Biz.
Well, I mean that's news to me. The thing is, only a few days ago they launched this live, right?
Yeah,
Um, yeah, and the fact that they already got this much liquidity, that's amazing. That is
it
amazing.
is. Yeah, so it's got some backers,
Well,
right, that
yeah,
are
it's
putting
got
in
some
that liquidity.
major endorsements. So like, where is it coming from? I mean, we know the future plans, which is to sort of um um uh unify global finance. That sounds nasty, but it is true.
Yeah,
And so, I
that's
mean,
true.
yeah, so that
So it only has a 53 million market cap right now, 3.6 million in trading volume. But I think it's this is something to keep an eye on, particularly in light of the stuff that we were talking about a week or two ago that you really started diving into when it comes to the longer term plan of wiping out the world's debt by pivoting to Bitcoin reserves, and the kind of Michael Saylor thing we were talking about yesterday, right?
Hey, that's funny.
Um,
Yeah, you mentioned
it's
that
all connected.
yesterday. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And then the
yeah.
pump.
And then the pump, yeah. Amazing what moves price, right? So let's. That's the only news I've got today because I wanted to keep this stream pretty
Yeah.
short for folks. Um, Others, I like to look at this. Where are we? Slightly more. Whoops! Stop zooming back out, MacBook. Slightly more long liquidities than shorts, as you can see, but the numbers are nowhere near as high as before. So that's not so bad. Um, Before I come back to this last tab here, I am going to just go through some stuff. So I've been vastly refining my approach to order blocks and things like that, and I just want to show you some stuff here. So this is an order block that's on my. Let me just make this white so that you can see it more. So this is an order block that as yet is unmitigated, right? So there's a very good chance that LPT is coming down to this to
Yeah.
touch it again. And what do I mean by that? Well, let me show you an example. This, and we have to go back. I've moved this out of the way, but so this is a very valid order block. And as you can see, it went up, came back. Now, there's a number of ways of trading order blocks. And one of the ways that I've discovered, and I like it, but there is a downside to it, which I'll show you shortly, is that you put on the high and the low of the order block, and then you can put the midpoint on, which in TradingView with these boxes you can just tell it to display a midpoint, right? So you know what that is. So that's really cool. And then you can put your entry on that midpoint, and then put your stop loss just below the order block itself.
Mm-hmm.
Another approach is to put it at the top of the order block, but then you have to have a bigger stop. So the disadvantage of putting it at the top is that you get a bigger stop to start with. The advantage of this approach is you get a higher risk reward, but there is a downside, and I will show that. Now, normally when these order blocks are touched, and if you look here, I'm going to spread this out. I'm just going to turn the volume off for a second, show you what happened here. This absolutely pinged that center point, right? I mean, literally pinged it, right? Now, normally, once that's pinged, it's called mitigated. Once mitigated, it's not deemed as an order block again, all right? So that order block is finished with. However, on this occasion, it's pinged it again and gone up. So it becomes probably more of a demand zone at that point. But as a valid order block, it has been mitigated. What is the downside to that? The downside, there's another one here that I'm waiting for it to come down to. And I already get my trade set up and just have alerts here waiting for it to come down, right? But if we look here, Zen is another one that I only put this on not so long ago when the red candles were just up here. And as you can see, I'm going to spread this out again. You see how it's come down but not quite hit it?
Mm-hmm.
But had you put your entry at the top of the order block, you would have been in. But of course, the risk is that you put your entry at the top of the order block and then it kind of comes all the way down anyway. And so therefore you've got a bigger stop loss. So your risk reward is not as high. But there are times when you have to accept it's not quite hit that midpoint. So that's one example of that. Another example here of an order block that is as yet not been mitigated is POW, USDT. So I'm expecting that to come down to this order block, which is at, hang on a sec, about 104.77 to 101.85, the midpoint, and then I've put my midpoint on there, which is about 103.29. So when that comes down, what you can do here with a bit more confidence, and again, always go back and look at Big Blue. What's Big Blue doing at the time, right? That's also pivotal. But if Big Blue is playing ball, Bitcoin, then you don't what I kind of used to do.
That was intended.
What?
Never mind. Nothing. Oh, nothing. I was just being a degen. Never mind.
Okay. So what I used to do was not put my limit order in until it went down, and then was starting to come up. Right? Mm-hmm. But with this approach, what you'd actually do is put your limit order in like now. But the issue is, depending on what Bitcoin's doing, if Bitcoin's having a complete tank, it is a gravity well. It is like the old game thrust that I've mentioned before. The coin needs more buyers to be keeping it up because the Bitcoin falling is weighting it down, right? But as long as Bitcoin's playing ball, then you can, with more confidence, put your entry and your stop losses just below the bottom here. A couple of ticks, they call it, right? A couple of ticks beneath the bottom. Lusk.
Wait, so are we not concerned? Like, you see what happened there if you with the liquidity sweep? Oh no, yeah, sorry. So your previous chart showed it.
This is the liquidity sweep. So
so you're saying it's already in.
This pivot candle beneath all of this is the liquidity sweep. Are you with me?
Yeah. Well, that was quick.
So it's going up, and people, and it drops down. So let me give you a different example.
Yeah, that one looks more like it right now. Like it just happened.
Yeah. So this happened back in, but again, it just missed it at 9 a.m. this morning. Did not quite touch it, but what's interesting is it came into the order block, so it's been mitigated. I've now put order block now mitigated. See what happened when it came in the second time? Dropped right through it.
Yeah.
Through what we would have done before, which is that we'd have waited for that kind of liquidity sweep down here, then up, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Right. So because it's been mitigated on the second occasion, if it's looking healthy, that's probably the right approach.
Yeah.
Right. That's probably the right approach. So, and if I come to Zen, I want to see if Zen's. Yeah. I put this on before the stream. I can't believe it. Right. So, I've not even had time to look at this.
Well, yeah.
So, there's the order block, unmitigated. Made its way down, just didn't touch that midpoint, right? So after you've tried it a few times, what you might do is say, I'm actually going to go, instead of halfway, I'm going to go 3/4. right? And I'm going to leave my stop exactly where it is, but I'm going to move this to sort of halfway there.
Yeah.
But then that means you've got a 1.72 stop loss instead of a 1.25.
Yeah, but
Now, obviously,
LSK
what
LSK actually did hit it. Like it's actually done that sort of liquidity sweep, textbook it almost like,
yeah,
and it's
absolutely
playing
right.
out.
Yeah.
It's playing out right now.
Yeah, so it's no longer an order book because it has been mitigated.
Yeah.
But now it's coming down and doing that sweep and going
Yeah.
back up
Yeah.
right now.
Right now.
Right?
Like that's an
Right
action.
now. So this shit is good. Now, what's interesting is I've been developing some various pieces of code today. One of the things because I'm UTC plus 7, I wanted to know a list of coins that tend to trade well on Asia time, as opposed to when America wakes up, right? So what I'm going to do is generate this and then put that in the server for different time zones. So we can see which coins, the top 15 coins that tend to trade well at different time zones. So you can kind of go put them in your watch lists. And what I did today, if I go to here, I generated this list. I then said to AI, generate me a text file which is TradingView watchlist compatible, and make it for BingX server because I use BingX. So all of these are kind of on BingX. So, and then I just imported it, and there it was, sat there. So that was really cool. And then the other thing that I've been doing, and I'm not finished quite yet, if we go back to Zen as an example, I'm currently developing the code that identifies the latest unmitigated order block. And if it finds one on a coin, it will send an alert showing that these coins currently have an unmitigated order block. So they're things to watch. So what would probably be happening is if you go to say usuals happened, right? But if you go to LPT's not quite come down yet, but it's on its way, right? It's on its way. And so what will happen is we'll get alerts in the server saying, periodically saying we found another coin that has generated an unmitigated order block. Because what can happen is as a coin's going up, it could do an order block here, but it could generate another one further up. And in fact, there was one. Hang on a minute. Move. Right. So Move has been a great coin, right? I've been trading it a lot when it was in this range down here. And then I missed it when I was sleeping and it went all the way up there. And then it'd been rising. But then what it did on its journey up, I know it looks a bit messy, this chart, it needs cleaning up. On its way up, generated another valid order block. So now there's a good chance that looking at the kind of structure, the market structure, is that as it goes up, it might come down to that order block, then go back up again, and then do that, and then maybe eventually come down to this order block here, or the lower order block. Are you with me? Mm-hmm. So it helps identify places of interest where trades could be taken and the probability of taking that trade, as long as you keep your eye on Big Blue. And if Big Blue's tanking like it has done in the past, like here, be very careful, right? Be very careful. I've actually written a code that determines when Bitcoin's falling, it will tell you those that are trading contrarian to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's falling, it's going up. So all of these alerts are going to be coming in to what will be our new server, which takes me back to the final tab that I want to present before we terminate this Christmas Day stream, is that we are rebranding. As you know, we've started this Boomer and Degen stream, and we will be doing others. But we're also rebranding the name. So from here on out, starting just after Christmas, we are Crypto Hub HQ. So if you want to give that a quick follow, Crypto Hub HQ, much appreciated, brand new. But we will be putting content here. The streams will be coming to here from here on out. So yes, so that's kind of it for Christmas. Rebranding, lots of coding, lots of education. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
So, a very interesting Christmas day for me.
yeah. And the funny thing too, just about that, like the fact that we even landed Crypto Hub HQ was freaking wild. I mean, you wouldn't
It was an
expect that.
accident.
Yeah,
It was an accident
yeah,
because late last night, my time, after we'd finished our stream, I'd been trying to use the Zazook app and rename it, and Twitter kept timing me out, saying you've hit a rate limit, and I'm like, bloody hell. So we were going to call it Crypto Cooler, and so I decided to sign up for Twitter again with a different email address. And when it asked me to put in the name, because I was tired, instead of typing in Crypto Cooler HQ, I typed in Crypto Hub HQ, and I got it. And it was only after I'd done it, and I went, oh, it's called Crypto Hub HQ.
yeah,
So
yeah. And but
bring on the
believe
whiskey and soda, I say.
we must have tried like a
Oh,
dozen, like a lot of different names, man. It's like almost
oh,
everything you can think of is taken.
I had AI churning out so many and putting them into Twitter to try it, right? And but so I'm really happy with this. So it is going to be a hub based on a lot of data, based on us trading, based on news, based on for day traders and for people who want to have a longer term hold portfolio. So this up and coming 2025 is going to be a very busy year of us putting together our programs and how we present it. And I'm building a new Discord server for people to come into with all the new data. So, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Sweet. Sorry. Yeah, no, that is it. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of news here. But we're excited to get it going. 2025 is going to be great. Today is Christmas, so Merry Christmas once again to everybody, and thank you all for watching. Just want to say, stay safe. It is Christmas. Spend the time. Be deliberate with the time if you haven't celebrated yet. Um, my household is it's 5:30, so everyone's sleeping right now. Plus, I got to do a little bit of gift wrapping last minute. So that's my plan for today. Probably will take it easy on the charts because once I'm in a trade, I got to be glued to the screen. So today might be a bit of a wash, but looking forward to tomorrow and maybe the day after. But again, we'll be back on the streams tomorrow, day in and day out. We'll be doing it, and yeah, we'll connect then. Okay, that's it. That's all we got for today. I'm your host Biz
And
with
yeah, and
co-founder Andy.
in true English style, turning it around. Drink a lot and have fun. Take
There
some
we go.
time off.
All right. Take care, everybody. Ciao.
Bye bye.